All right, so this is a continuation from me just getting out of the slide deck, and now I'm gonna tell them like, hey Angela, now what I want to do is I want to go over your report for you. Okay. Now before I dive into that, I want you to know that we turn off e-commerce, social media, and advertising. Especially if they're not doing advertising, we turn it off. If they are doing advertising, then we'll leave it on. Here's the reason why. This is extremely overwhelming for somebody who is not technical in the digital world. And a lot of local business owners, they're really not. So I don't want to overwhelm them with too much. And ideally, I'm really focused on just a few things to one, educate them on what I know, what they don't know, and what it is that we need to do. So I really do simplify the snapshot report to make it really easy for them. So what I'll do is say, hey, Angela, here's your report. I went ahead and pulled it up, and I'll be able to send this to you. Now, I see that your overall score is a 6%. Don't worry. I know that it's kind of scary, and it kind of throws it right into your face. Nobody likes to see F's and D's, but it is what it is. And the idea is for you to be really aware of what's going on in your market right now. And we're going to go over that. So here's the information that is currently on your Google My Business account and where it's located. And as you can see, we're not getting the best grades, and we really want to work on moving those up. So the first things that we're going to talk about is your listing. So looking here, it looks like you don't even have your Google My Business set up. You do have your Facebook and your Instagram and a Twitter account. So congratulations, that's really good. That's the first place for where your listing is. So as you can see down here, you're on 4 of the business listings, and we offer 71 different business listings that we highly recommend. And I'll go over those at another time, but we have a lot of room to grow. Now, the reason why this is important and you want these business listings is because Google is going to reward you by having what are called citations, your business listings, and a lot of other locations, and it's going to reward you with higher placement inside of Google. So yes, most people are going to Google or to Facebook to look you up, or even Instagram, but we want to make sure we have our listing and our information is correct, which comes down here to let us know that our listing accuracy is not doing very well. Because if we look at Yelp and Google and Facebook and Bing, we're actually missing information. It's not there. And so we really need to make sure that we're working on getting this information listed. Now, the good news is we actually do that for you. We'll create your business profile and we'll make sure it's all accurate, and then we'll start syncing it to all of these business listings for you. You won't have to worry about if things change and get updated. And the good news is I have a business center that I'm going to show you that's going to make it really easy for you to really see what's going on. I typically won't go into a whole lot more than that because, again, I don't want to overwhelm them. We used to go over this, but I won't even really talk about this. I kind of go over it because basically what I'd say very simple is, hey, these are like very similar to the credit card companies, but they're for business listings. These are really important because these are where if there's a new Yelp or a new business listing site that comes out, they're going to pull the data from here. And it's really important that we have this synced up and work. And it really works with some of the GPR services and search engines and local sites. So if I do talk about it, I'll just touch on it real quickly. Now, the next part that we're going to talk to are reviews. These are really important for your business, and I know your clients love you and you have a lot of raving fans, but we don't really have any reviews online, and so it's really hurting you quite a bit. Now, over here, the industry average is 6, and the industry leaders have about 221. So we got to get started. We want to at least try to shoot to get 25 on Google My Business, 25 on Yelp, and 25 on Facebook. We have found from our experience, if you have that, you have enough reputation online to really do that. Now, here's the other thing that I really want you to be aware of, that if somebody goes to your Google My Business or to your Yelp account and they leave 1 review, you're going to have 1 star. And we know that's not true. So we also want to make sure we're stacking these accounts with as many 5 stars as we can. So if you do get a 1-star review, which there are people out there that they just like to give 1-star reviews, we've stacked it enough so that it will be buried and it won't hurt that bad, right? It still hurts, but it won't be significant. So we need to get as many reviews as you can. Now, the good news is we will help you to get reviews. We have a system that will send text messages and emails out and really help you grow those over time, okay? Now, the social media, which is which is where you're doing very well, you're moving in the right direction, is when you have likes. So you have 216 likes, the average is 124, but the industry leaders are doing almost 4,000. So we definitely want to focus on getting more likes on your pages. You're not posting, which is reason why, which is not good. You want to at least be posting at least 20 times a month, which is going to be once a day during the week. The average industry average is about 100. And then we can kind of go, you have 1 share, they have 3. So I can go through all the different stats. I'll read through these. When I get to the Instagram, typically what I say is, hey, I know you have an Instagram account, but because it's not a business profile, we're not able to pull data from that. So we want to convert that over. One, that gives us control so that we can do some scheduled posting and also get some data and we can see some success. And then if Twitter's not in here, which she has a Twitter, I say, hey, I know you usually don't use Twitter, but we want to make sure we're posting on it. And of course, I'll talk about that really in the next part. And then your website. So congratulations, you have a website and the phone number's found, but what we're finding out is that it's really big. It's almost double the industry average, which is slowing the site down. We definitely want to focus on getting a video on the home page, and I'll talk about that later. But in the day and age in this world, most people are not reading web pages anymore. They're watching a video. So if you don't have a video on the home page, you're really missing out. And congratulations, you have the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram. And then I'll just touch on this stuff. Again, this is too technical for them. But what I'll say is your website is running slow. These are some of the reasons why. And so we want to get in there and fix those up. Okay? So that's basically where I will leave the snapshot report. I try to get through it. And as you can see, it takes about 5 to 6 minutes. And then I'll ask some questions and get them going. I'm just getting them confirmed. This is really important because it's letting them know that I know what I'm talking about. They can see that there's problems. And now we're going to talk about the solution, which is the next part of the presentation, where I'm going to actually dive into the business center. I'm going to walk through that. So we're going to head on over there now.